should this tenant be allowed to keep her Section 8 voucher? Which begs the question, after you watch this video, should I be turning her in to Detroit Housing Commission, who won't do anything, which means turning her into HUD? I want your opinion on this, and I'm really curious what your thoughts are on this situation that I'm in. In this video today, I'm going to tell you the story about this tenant, and then I'm going to tell you what to watch for in the video of how she left this house. I'm Monique Burns. My husband Pat and I have been buying houses in Detroit since 2007. We buy distressed properties, we renovate them, and we sell them to investors from all over the country and all over the world. You can see out my window right now, I'm in northern Michigan. It is a beautiful day. If you are interested in buying one of our houses, our newly renovated rent-ready houses, contact me using Calendly, and we can set up a time to talk about that. It's still really great to invest in Detroit. You can still get an ROI between 10 and 12%. Be sure you contact me. I always have houses for sale too. If you want to know what houses I have currently for sale, you can use my email and contact me that way. So let's get into this story. We have this really beautiful house. It's in East English Village, which is one of the more upscale neighborhoods of Detroit. It's 4, possibly 5 bedrooms, depends on whose interpretation it is, because one of the rooms is a walk-through room, which technically isn't supposed to be considered a bedroom, but a lot of people consider it a bedroom. We found this tenant who has Section 8, and we needed a really high voucher because of the bedroom size. Usually our houses are 3 bedrooms, so today's rent for a 3-bedroom would be around $1,200, $1,250, but at that time it was just right before the rent started going down in Detroit, and we were going for closer to like $1,900, I think, something like that. I don't remember the details anymore, but we got the tenant, we got her moved in, we agreed on the price. I was really happy with the price. And then Section 8 pulled a fast one, and they said, yeah, we're only gonna do, and they gave me some crazy number. So we negotiated. I got involved with MSHDA, Michigan State Housing Development Authority. They helped me out a little bit, not totally, but I ended up taking this tenant, making a couple hundred less a month. I did make a video about it if you want all the details on that. And the house is really a gorgeous house. If you want to know exactly what this house looked like before this next video, you could check out that video too. The reason that this woman qualified for really high rent was her family size. She had about 5 or 6 kids. I don't remember exactly how many. Well, here's the story. She's a very sweet lady. She had a pretty high portion of rent. It was in the 900s every month. She paid it. She didn't always pay it on time, but she paid it. And I asked her, how are you doing this with all these kids? You know, I mean, how does that work? And she said the state pays for the childcare, and she works, and one of her jobs she did under the table, she did home health care. So she would get cash money to help supplement her income. So that kind of made sense. But she was working 2 jobs that Section 8 did know about so that she could come up with the $900 a month rent. And then she stopped paying the rent. And I called her up and I said, oh, what's going on? This is not like you. And she said, yeah, they made me stop working. I have to be on bed rest, and I'm trying to get unemployment, and I promise you I'm going to catch up, but I want to move anyway. I'm like, oh. And I said, well, what happened? Why are you on bed rest? What's going on? Well, I'm having a baby. Like, oh. So then she said she wanted to move, and I thought, well, they're not allowed to move within the first year of the lease, but she wanted to move out of the state, and I thought, well, maybe that's okay. I'll just let her move. She's a nice lady. I'm just going to sign off and say that she can move, but she owed me money. So when a Section 8 tenant leaves, they're not allowed to get their move packet to go to the next place until the current landlord gets paid what they're owed. And she kept saying, well, I'm moving. And I kept writing to Detroit Housing Commission and saying, no, she's not. She owes me money. And they said, you got to prove that she owes you money. I'm like, prove it? Okay, fine. Here's the ledger. And then they did nothing. And then next thing I know, I'm like, hey, where's the rent? She's like, oh, I'm in the hospital. And I said, well, you know, you got to pay something. I don't know, you know, I mean, you've been using my house, and I feel badly, like I'm being a jerk because she's in the hospital with the baby. And she said, well, I'm just going to use my security deposit for the last month's rent. And I said, no, you can't do that. You really can't do that. before you go, I'll sign off I'll make you a deal. I'll be really nice. Just give me at least 500 of the rent, even though it's closer, her portion was closer to 1,000. She's like, well, I just don't have it. And someone told me to say this. I was so uncomfortable saying it. Someone said, ask her about the baby's father if he can help pay it. And it didn't feel right asking, but I did. And she's like, oh, well, he's already in Georgia, and so he can't help me. He's setting up our new place in Georgia. Yeah, he doesn't have the money, but I guess I could sell my food stamps. And I just didn't know what to say. I don't know anything about that. Like, are people getting so many food stamps that they have enough to sell? Or is she saying, great, lady, you're going to make my kids hungry? I mean, I just didn't even know what to say, so I kind of got left at that. So she moves, and she's polite. She informs me. I said, please tell us exactly when you move, so that we can go in and we can secure the house. And she moved, and she kind of thought she was going to get her security deposit back, use the security deposit. No. So this video is how she left the house. I'm going to tell you what to watch for, because it's not all covered in the video. What's upsetting to us is that all the nice new things, either she bought nice new things or people donated them. Either way, not cool when she owed me money. And these things that she had, fortunately, we don't just throw it all in the garbage. There's a local laundromat that one of our workers goes to, and he'll take them. He'll take the clothes and the baby things, and they find homes for them, which is really nice. So these are the things. I'm just going to list off to you how she left the house. 20 pair of shoes, a brand new changing table, a brand new car seat, a brand new bouncy chair, breast pumps. Ladies, those are not cheap. Bags of clothes. Bags of clothes. She left some cockroaches. She left the baby mattress. She left televisions. She left her pots that were filled with grease on the stove. She left bikes. She left a broken down pool in the backyard, which wrecked the grass and all the dirt around it. What pools do to grass. She ruined our butcher block countertops with something red. All the mini blinds are broken. The screens were all pulled out of the windows, and some of them were in the house, and other ones were just tossed in the backyard, probably so they could put air conditioning units. Don't mind the screen, just throw it out the window. She ruined the paint. Mind you, she was only in the house for 6 months. She ruined all the paint and the carpeting, and the garage door is broken. So go ahead and watch this video. My husband is quite angry in it. And after you watch it, what do you think I should do? What can I even do? What's realistic? I've been through this. I feel like nobody's going to help me. Has anybody been helped before in a situation like this? Has anything actually come of it? So go ahead and watch, and I'm dying for your comments. And before you watch this video, can you please push that subscribe button? It really helps keep me motivated to keep producing these videos for you. And let's get into it.
All right, Monique, here's a video for you to send to Section 8 or somebody. This woman does not deserve to be on any kind of assistance. Brand new carpet. All the blinds. Garbage. Haven't even been upstairs yet. Look at this bathroom. This was just brand new, beautifully done. Our nice butcher board countertops all stained with something. Grease on the counters. Flour everywhere. Garbage. Here's the backyard. Here's the garbage, the way she left this. Swimming pool. Screens all ripped out of the windows. Garbage. 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 Beds. Filled this up with garbage too. This ought to be a surprise. Best place in the house so far. More of my screens just ripped out of new windows. Left the water valve open, so that's been dripping and draining here for who knows how long. Junk. More junk. Nice way to leave the toilet. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The floor is